Hello, my lovely air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Air signs, I just want to say that I've been really enjoying reading for you weekly. It's given me a really different perspective as an energy reader, having your air energy to process every week. So thank you so much for the attention on the videos. Thank you so much for your engagement here, because that really does matter in terms of how I read. The engagement really matters, and you've been giving me that. So thank you so much for that. So thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you already, and I hope that you will stay if you have not subscribed yet. I'm going to read for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Everything is marked in the description, so you can just scroll to find what you need. And I am going to read for... I will read for Gemini first. Gemini is always poking me the hardest, y'all. I will read for Gemini first, so Libra, Aquarius, if you would just scoot along. I'll see you in just a second. All right, Gemini, it's always the energy that pokes me the hardest, and it's always yours. So here we go. What's coming up? I feel like there is some sort of really big change or switch up or decision that's being made. Something that's not usual. Gemini, it feels like you're making the decision or the change or the switch up, but this is out of character for you, or it used to be. It feels a little brave or brazen to me, Gemini. Let's take a look here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. If you are a cross-watcher, welcome. This sounds like it's about to get juicy. Based on that energy that you just threw at me, Gemmies. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Well, it comes out on its side, and everything that comes out on its side is always a challenge, and it says distractions. Distractions. I want to say that you're being distracted by signs and symbols, and it's like the universe is screaming at you at this point. I think it's really cute that we have card number 11, because to me, you're the twins, right? It's like one on either side, always looking at it from your perspective and then the other perspective. And maybe the way you thought about it yesterday isn't the way you thought about it today. That's Gemini, right? It's the duality of being able to look at it, go back and forth, and think about it. So distractions coming out on its side to me is the challenge. And so I feel like you are being distracted. So either you're being distracted from life, or I feel like you are being distracted by signs and symbols, because we see clouds, and this one kind of to me looks a bit like a dog or a bunny. And so maybe you might be, it feels like you're seeing signs and symbols everywhere you look. The endings are coming. You're distracting yourself while the ending is approaching. I want to say, Gemini, that you know that inevitably this thing does have to come to an end. I don't know if it's something that you're thinking about. It feels like if you are getting these signs, it's about something that is either about to end in the future. Oh, look, we've got 11, and this is an 11. So you've been seeing 1111 a lot. And I feel as though it's telling you that something's coming to an end, and that you've been distracting yourself. The challenge is you've been distracting yourself so you're not thinking about it, but I think that you know already that it's about to come to an end. And it's almost like you're not really processing it. You're kind of putting it to the back of your mind. No, that's not the way I really feel. I've been in this relationship for 6 months. I know how I should feel by now. It feels like you're distracted. You're in the midst of a realignment. 1111. You're in the midst of a realignment, or you're waking up. Maybe you're already awake. Maybe you already do see things for what they are, but I feel like this realignment is a realignment of your vision and the way you see things. It's like you weren't seeing a situation for what it was, or even if you did, you were ignoring it. So we have a realignment, a shift in your perspective, or a gained sense of clarity. I feel like the universe has been trying to get a hold of you to make this change for a long time. You've been pushing away this idea of numbers and reoccurring numbers as coincidence, But now you're seeing it, like when you start to see it on the clock, y'all, I always say it's not just on the clock, okay? You can train your brain will train itself to look at the clock every hour. There I go, combining words again. To train your brain to look at the clock every hour is no big feat. It will just automatically be in tune with that. But when you're seeing it in weird places, like on receipts when you go to a restaurant, or on a, maybe it's the name of a street, or, something like that. I feel like this 1111 here, or the signs and symbols that you've been getting quite loudly that you've been pushing away as coincidence. It feels like this realignment or shift in perspective tells me that you're ready to release some type of secret. You're ready to pursue virtue through honesty, it says. So you want to tell the truth about something. Pursuing virtue, whatever's clean and pure, right? I just want to come clean. We have obsession. So this is the thing you've been obsessively thinking about. The universe is trying to send you messages telling you that it's time to tell the secret. It's time to pursue the virtue. Energy activation, connect to the divine through meditation or prayer. Yeah, it feels as though that you've been really focused on some type of thing that I feel you have been pushing to the back burner for a long while, and it's almost like you cannot stop thinking about it now. And as you cannot stop thinking about it, I feel like you're getting signs and synchronicities from the universe. Animals looking at you weird, people finding you, like people who need help just magically happen upon you because you're the angel they were led to help them with their car broke down, or do you know what I mean? It feels like you're getting signs from all over the place, things that are weird that are happening to you. And now you're sort of obsessively focused on getting answers through connecting to the divine. There's like an energy activation, or to me, this energy activation card feels like you're in ascension. You're starting to understand things more. Now you're going to start to get this whole picture as we build it together here. So we've got expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. I think you're bored where you are. I think that life is no longer challenging you, or you no longer feel the challenge of life. And I think that you are becoming bored. It's time for expansion, and those are also why, that would be also why those signs and symbols are coming at you. Those are all, introductions to the future, trying to gain your attention and tell you what is coming up next, but it feels like you choose to ignore them, at least up to here. Or maybe you see them and you're like, hey, I saw that yesterday, but you're not looking it up to see what it means. You're not doing any of your own research, so you really don't know the path. All right. So it feels like there is going to be a confession. It feels like you've been obsessively manifesting the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is the Empress in training. That tells me right away, Gemini, that maybe you're the king. And because a king, kings and queens, they go together. They're on the same vibration. It feels to me like there is going to be a confession to the Queen by you, and it's something that you just need to say because you're becoming way too focused on it. It's interrupting your day, and it's supposed to be that way, is what I'm going to say. It feels like it hijacks your thoughts, right? These obsessive thoughts about needing to take a step back, or these obsessive thoughts, it's like I really need to step back from thinking about the Queen so much. But I feel like in the thinking of the Queen so much, you're actually manifesting the Queen. Feminine or masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel like you are manifesting the Queen just purely out of the obsession of wanting to make this confession after this realignment. I think you're going to start to understand the signs and the symbols pretty soon. Now, I want to say that that you're probably not in connection with this person right now, because the realignment and the confession is here, but we do have the Eight of Cups. So that tells me like we're disconnected emotionally, or I left to go find something, to go find 2 cups. I thought this person was 8 cups. I thought the Queen was an 8 cupper. Turns out you went to look for the 2, but I think that you're ready to come back and speak with the Queen again, because you've had some sort of an aha moment, or a moment of surrender, or yeah, I feel like you've come to a realization that you walked away from a situation that you shouldn't have walked away from. With the Queen of Coins, possibly. Now, it doesn't have to be someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is someone who would have the characteristics of being solid, being very, dependable. This person's very loyal. They're a loyal friend. They're a loyal lover. This one is someone you can trust right out the gate. They're very honest. They have no reason. They're very authentic. They're very connected to the earth. They're very authentic about who they are. And so you don't have a worry about telling them the truth or them speaking the truth to you. I'm not saying that an earth sign can't lie, but I'm saying those are sort of the vibrations of the earth signs as a whole. They're pretty down to earth. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay. Gemini. It looks like I feel like you haven't been speaking to this person, but I feel like in thinking about this situation obsessively is what's bringing in the manifestation here. I feel like there is about to be a message that you're going to send about wanting to see this Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the one that's balanced, right? She's the one that's mimicking the Empress. So she's the one who is, the doter. She loves children. She's a parent. She's very stable. She likes to give charity. She's very charitable. It feels like somebody... Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of fire for her or him, right? Like it's feminine or masculine. We're not. It may be someone who has a woman's body, but feminine or masculine in that body is up to you. I like this energy right here of the 3 of Cups being with the Queen. It feels like excitement. This person's going to be really excited to hear from you. I think that you're excited to send the message. I think it's your manifestations. Yeah, it's the energy activation. It's like you've had some downloads. I feel like you've had some downloads, and now you're about to speak up. We've got blue, right? And we've got blue all over this card as well. It's a card of water, but blue is also the throat chakra. It's time to speak up and get back together. Let's talk about it. I'm just going to surrender to the fact that maybe I didn't make the best choice. Maybe it's time to come back around and see what's going on here. For some of you, this is just someone that you know but has not expressed themselves to you yet, or vice versa. Because for some of you, it could be the 8 of Cups as walking away from another person. However, these 8 Cups could be, I'm just sort of disconnected from this realignment and confession to myself that I do want this grounded type partner. I think for those of you who might be in that single realm, I think that whether you know this person or not, I think you're going to manifest or invite in this energy here. And so I feel like for you, whether it's a new person or someone from the past, I feel like it's going to be butterflies in the belly pretty quick. Yeah, because this is a manifestation here. You're going to know, and that's going to be, you're immediately going to fall just a little bit in love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it feels like. So for those of you who don't have anybody, then and this isn't someone from the past, it could very well be someone who's brand new. We've got 10 of Cups in the, there's expansion and the 10 of Cups in the future. I'm just saying. Just saying. There's no way something cool is not shifting in the week ahead. It feels like there's big plans here. So if you are the person who did walk away, you're walking now back toward the Queen, I feel. With a confession. You've obsessively been thinking about this person, and it is time to begin again. You are going to be sending a message, a kind message. Like, so, are you my manifestation? If I ask you out, is this your manifestation? Gemini, you're going to play with it like that because you're smart, right? We have the Judgment card. Okay, so yeah, somebody is going back, but I felt that with that card. And I usually only feel that boomerang when it comes up in reverse, but I did feel it when it was in the right side up because of the Hanged Man being in reverse. It feels like an aha moment, or I've realized that, that maybe leaving the 8 cups, maybe if I would have waited, we could have grown another 2. It feels like somebody is going back around because of this realignment that they had. I feel like the reason that you didn't go back before now is because of the distractions, and it might have been life distractions. I feel like whatever you were doing, you were being distracted away from this situation, but I think it was by design. Because it feels like now what's bringing you back is also distractions, like numbers and situations and synchronicities, serendipities. Yeah, this Queen is your person, I think. Or at least the person you've been thinking about. There isn't anything here that indicates that you two should not be together. The Wheel of Fortune is here right with the Queen. It feels like there's going to be a conversation. It feels like you're going to reach out for a conversation, possibly. I'm going to give you a little more view there. There we go. So I feel like you are going to have some sort of conversation. It feels like we need to talk about the past because the Knight of Swords is facing into the past. So it feels like we need to talk about whatever went on back there. And I feel like it feels like you're about to resurrect something that you don't know is even going to fly. I think you're going to take the shot. You're going to shoot the shot here with the Judgment card because the universe is allowing it. But I feel as though you just don't even know what's going to happen here. I want to tell you that I think that the conversation is going to be positive. And I think it's going to be positive because the Queen is here and she's very slow to react. Like, she doesn't react, she responds. Especially, like, depending on where it falls in the chart. But mostly Earth energy is Earth energy, right? It's pretty solid energy. And I'm not saying that every person who is an earth sign is perfect. I'm just saying that, this is the kind of the energy that you're going to get up front. The Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel like if you do reach out to this person, the 3 of Cups is here for the reunion celebration, that there is going to be a really positive conversation that takes place here, an emotional one, a logical one. And I feel like it's going to be had with the Queen of Coins here. I feel like you finally have released yourself from some stuck situation that you were feeling stuck, Gemini. I feel like you've unstuck yourself, it feels like, and now you're walking away from, the heck yeah. Like, it's got to be a hell yeah. It can't be a heck yeah. I think that you've realized that the hell yeah is probably with the Queen. Yeah. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy here as well. You could be dealing with any of those signs. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. This is indicating that there are some changes coming, Gemini. So be aware that all of those synchronicities that you're getting are telling you that those are signs of the divine or destiny. This is fate that's about to, we can call it destiny, you can call it fate, is about to take hold of the situation now. And it's because you have released yourself or surrendered yourself to the universe, saying, look, tell me then, what am I supposed to do? The Wheel of Fortune is here to bring change. And so here comes your manifestations. So whatever it takes for you to be able to get your manifestation is going to dictate how much change there's got to be. Look, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're not happy about it, because if you are in a relationship right now, we've got your realignment, confession, obsession. So it feels like you're obsessed over this person, regardless of what relationship you're in right now. Part of the changes could be you got to get out of a relationship in order to be who you want to be with, Gemini. That might be one of the things, but I think you're in distractions. I think that you're trying to distract yourself from it. It's cloudy. You don't want to talk about it, but I think it's time to talk about it. I feel like if you are in a relationship that maybe you're not the happiest there. Your 8 of Cups happy. But you know that the 2 Cups, if you drag along the 8, that the 2 Cups is with the Queen. I'm just going to say. Tell me what the challenge is in the week ahead. That I feel as though the Queen is your soulmate, is someone either that you've known for a while. This person maybe could be a friend that you've known since childhood, or someone that you feel like you've known for lifetimes. Regardless of how deep the connection is, it is a very deep connection. Soulmates are. I feel like as the way that I think, and it doesn't have to be the way you think, but I think we come here in clusters. I think we find each other almost like a puzzle. That's what it feels like to me. I think the Queen is a piece of your puzzle. I think that going into maybe close to the end of next week or maybe early in the week ahead, I think you are deciding to move forward. I think you're deciding that you can't be the wounded warrior forever. You have to take, I feel like all these changes here are pulling you out from behind the fear wall, like physically. I think the universe has got you by the arm, pulling you out from behind the fear wall. It's time for you to make a decision that's going to shake everything up. It's about a soulmate. I'm feeling that some of you could be in a relationship, but understand it's not this person you're in the relationship with. So that could be one of the harsh changes, because the Wheel of Fortune always means abundance. Whenever it shows up, it means divine changes. It means there's going to be some changes coming at you. In order for you to get your manifestation, there has to be changes that happen. And some of them don't look like they're fun on the surface. Well, I'm telling you, it's going to work out for you, because the Wheel of Fortune is future energy. Yeah. It's coming up. You're about to fall back in love again with someone. And I say back in love again because we got the Page of Cups. And it feels like maybe you've never loved this person before, but it feels like we're falling back in love. Like, because it's immediate butterflies in the belly, sweet kind of affection immediately. Yeah. What's the confession? Let's talk about that. Gemini, what's your confession? That I've been trying to find the courage, trying to be strong. I want to be seen by you, but I'm trying to be strong. I really do want all the beans in the jar. Yeah, this person, I feel like you know that the Queen is very abundant. And the Ten of Pentacles is all of it. You are trying to find the strength to be seen, to tell this Queen that you feel that they are your forever. Not only your forever, but you know that they are worth the most. You see the worth of this person and you want them to know. I think you're worried about saying it, but I do feel like in the week ahead, that's what the shakeup is. You go from the Four of Cups to the Ten of Cups. It feels like all you got to do is this. Yeah, Gemini, that's interesting energy. We've got the Six of Swords. You've been stuck. You've not been able to move ahead. It doesn't matter what relationship you're going to be in, Gemini. I don't think it matters. I feel like you're going to be stuck in it until you have this confession moment with the Queen. All right. I'm going to go for now, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. Love to see you in the comments. Thank you for all your thumbs up and the way you've been loving on these videos. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. Bye-bye, Gemini. Hello, Libra. Elsie here for your reading. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. And let's get into it. So we are going to use the Sign of the Times Tarot for the overall energy of this reading. And then we're going to look at the Divine Goddess Oracle deck. And then we'll throw some tarot at it. Let's see what is up for you, Libra, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Maybe there's a conversation coming up and you're just not going to know what to say. That could be it. All right. Tell me about Libra, please. What are we looking at for the week ahead for Libra? What's the overall energy for this reading? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Action. This is the week of action. I feel like it's divine action. We've got card number 34, which is a 7. For me, 7s are always about heaven and divine things, divine intervention. What I want to say is that you really need to take action toward your happiness, Libra. It's the first thing that I'm seeing here. Because the sunflower, if you're fortunate enough to live in an area where you can drive a ways and look at the sunflowers faces are always pointed to the sun. So and the sun is the happiest, right? It's the happiest in any of the decks really that we can buy or use. The sun is always about growth and keeping your chin to the sky, essentially keeping your head up when things are getting really tough. It's time for you to really take action for your happiness. The universe is going to be sending you signs and symbols, I feel, to remind you of this. Moments in time, snapshots. It's like maybe you're sitting with family or your best friend and you just in a moment are just, you have such gratitude for being there in that moment. I think those are the types of actions that you're supposed to take toward your happiness. And so that is, stop distracting yourself with your phone, with the internet, stop distracting yourself and be in this moment, whatever it is, with whomever you're with. We've got obstacles. I think that sometimes you create the obstacles. But understand that mountains aren't just obstacles in the tarot, they're also achievements. So I feel like you have obstacles to your achievements, but I think they have a lot to do with how you perceive life, whether you're happy or not. And you know, the happiest people, they remain happy regardless of what's going on around them if they're truly happy. I'm not saying they have to be happy about the situation they're in, but personally, if you're a happy person, it's you'll have optimism, right, to get through a situation. Libra, I have the windows open, so you're probably going to hear a little bit of road noise, street noise. All right. We got here, evaluation. Feed out whatever doesn't serve you. Reevaluate the situation. I really do believe this is about your countenance. Your countenance is you know, you can, let's just say a mugshot. A mugshot of someone who's really, really done something terrible, taken a life. You can see their countenance. You can say, oof, boy, look at that person's face. Look at their eyes. They look a little weird, right? They look a little creepy. Countenance is important because I feel like the evaluation for you is going to be about your countenance and not the way people see you, but you're going to notice when you're smiling. You're going to notice when your face or your body feels relaxed. I think that you're supposed to take action in this evaluation of self and the things that really bring you joy and things that don't. When you're staring at your phone, you're likely not as happy as when you're staring at your loved ones or people that make you happy in your life. It could be people or situations. For you, Libra, it could be maybe you're engaged in some sort of creative activity. And it may be painting or music. I think that you really need to evaluate the self and what makes you happy, and you're supposed to do that. We're talking about it just now, paying attention to the present moment and not being distracted about things that are on the outside. It says, look out for signs from the divine and acknowledge red flags, but you can't do any of that if you're being sucked into the doom scroll, whether it's on the computer or on your phone. So I want you to, in the week ahead, know that I'm hearing the song by, what's her name? Jocelyn something or other. It's called Look Up. And I want you to go, go Google that. The song is called Look Up, and her first name is Jocelyn, I think. I'll pin it, okay? So I'll pin it down below, and I'll pin the song. But I'm hearing it. It's like, everything's gonna be okay, look up. So I feel like, I'm not saying toxic positivity, but I'm saying that you need to get yourself to a place where I can now, go through these things that come at me that are a little tough. And it's because I know that regardless of what goes on around the outside, I will be happy on the inside. Peace, I love it. And lovers, look at that. We never know when we're being taught a lesson that's going to lead us to something really beautiful. It feels like this may be that you need to learn to look at the positive, to keep your face to the sun, keep your chin up, remain bright, understand that you're under construction, just like everybody else, Libra, and give yourself a damn break. You don't have to be perfection. I feel like you're supposed to just keep chinning up here. The evaluation of self is really important. We reevaluate ourselves in situations all the time. And if we don't, I'm telling you, these are people who are not growing. If we, the ones who are constantly willing to look at ourselves and the situations we put ourselves in, I think that when you pay attention to your life, then you do end up noticing red flags. That way you don't go towards them. I think that when you acknowledge that you have signs from the divine, you do look them up and research them because you don't take them for granted. You pay attention. So I want to say that the evaluation that's going on right now is, I think, going on within you. And I think that you're supposed to learn to pay attention to the present moment, because that's where the peace is. The peace and commitments are coming for you. And I feel like it is the way to gain peace, is by living in the present moment. Because listen, the future has not happened yet, and worrying about a situation doesn't make it any better or worse. It's just wasted energy. So if you're living in this moment and not worrying about what went on back there or up there, up that way, I feel like I think that your peace calls in some sort of love. It says a passionate connection, shared vision and values. It feels like someone that you end up getting some sort of an affection for, but you might be, you might notice them in terms of being attracted to them first, about the passion. So, because I was mentioning that you're creative, and I always do, that you're probably going to meet someone, this person, the way you're going to know them is they're going to have the same passion. They're also a painter, they're also a musician, or there's someone who incorporates that into whatever they do in their daily work. They could be someone, for instance, who teaches therapy, like physical therapy, but maybe it's dance therapy. Maybe they do listen to music, you know what I mean? So it's going to be something that's intertwined in a really beautiful way. Communicate, it says receive and express the truth. So always be truthful with this person. You know what? The thing is sometimes that we maybe aren't as truthful as we could be because we don't want the person to leave. But the truth is that when we are honest, we attract the people who like us for who we really are. Yeah. So we don't want people liking us for who we're not or who they think we are. We just want to be able to be who we are and have them love us for who we are. I think that this is what's going on right here. Gosh, that sounded really confusing. I hope I'm not confusing you. It's really excitable energy though, Libra. Thank you for this beautiful energy. I feel like since I've been reading weekly and not bi-weekly that I'm really, really connecting to the energies, and I really love it. This feels like an evaluation of the self. It's time for you to pay attention to the present moment. Put your phone away. When you're with a friend, don't put it on the table face down. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your purse. Like, just shut it off. You know what I mean? Pay attention to the moment. That's where the peace is. You never know when the last moment is. What if it's the last moment with your friend and you spent your time doom scrolling? You know what I mean? So it's, you don't ever know. All right. It feels like lessons that are preparing you for something really beautiful. There we go. Page of Wands. We have the Five of Swords and the Sun. Interesting. Okay, so it feels like somebody here might have a little bit of social nerves, social anxiety. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing you, but I do know what that is because I have it. And I'm feeling it right now. It feels like a little bit of social anxiety. I don't know how to act in a group of people. I'm very different. I'm very authentic. And, you know, we struggle with our own authenticity, right? Because sometimes we are someone who is going into a room, say you're a top-notch musician, but you're entering a room full of scholars, right? Full of thinkers or stoics. You know, you feel a little bit. You feel a little bit like you shine and people like pick up on that. That's what I'm feeling here, that I feel like you're going to attract somebody once you get into this piece here. And I feel like it's going to be in a social situation that you're not sure of. It might even be on a blind date. She's covering her eye. This person's covering their eye. I'm getting that there's going to be some sort of something like a blind date that's going to go down, or this feels to me more like anxiety than it does anything else. I'm not feeling it as anger or angry words, but I am feeling it as sort of like a stutter. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you really got to pay attention and really get into the peace zone here, because if this is a blind date that's coming in the week ahead, I feel like you're really going to need to focus on that person. Focus on them. If you can't look them in the eye, look them on the nose. You know what I mean? I think you're going to have to look at somebody or really focus on them. You might be meeting a Leo. There might be a Leo who's in your future here. Someone who is like bright as the sun. It's like, they're all covering their eye. Very interesting. Somebody's trying to hide their brilliance here. Libra, I feel like you are brilliant, is what I want to say. That you have a brilliance that you try and hide. You're scared to show people your brilliance because you don't trust very easily. Yeah. Wow. And now I'm all about the paying attention, right? Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in your energy. It's like, yeah, you're paying attention. You're really about to like realize that what's in the present moment is so much more important than what's going on around you, whether that's the news or the neighbors or whatever all those crazy distractions are that take you away from being in the present moment. You know what that means if you are a creator, if you are someone who is a hairstylist, or you paint cars for a living, or something that you don't really have to be engaged with your brain for. It's a meditative type work that you do. That's what it feels like. And I'm doing this because it feels like music. I keep feeling music. Yeah, I feel like this lover here, whoever you're about to connect with in the future, this person is someone who is going to want a commitment. They are going to see you exactly for who you are because you shine so brightly. You're not going to be able to hide your brilliance from this person, because the Hierophant is the person who is not only the person who is quite traditional and wants the commitment, but also is someone who is very grounded, is a teacher, and is always looking deeper than the surface. Always has to, because they're kind of a spiritual leader, and they have to look deeper than the surface. So I want to say that this traditional type person really loves your brilliance. They could be a Taurus. They could be a Leo. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is also the fixed sign. So Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Yeah, more and more here, it looks to me like there might be some sort of a blind date, or maybe you've met this person once through friends. I really feel like you should say yes. I mean, it's going to be your decision in the end. It always is. But the Two of Wands is here talking about an adventure. And then the Page of Wands is holding a wand, which tells me you've been waiting for this. These are your ships that are coming in. 3 wands. I feel like you're about to go on an adventure. I think you're going to say yes. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune's not waiting for you. It's time to go. You've been asking for it, I feel. And it's time to go. But I want you to know that this sort of evaluation of the self and staying present in the present moment and living in this energy of peace must be accomplished first, because I feel like if you don't, you're at risk of falling into the old you before you took the action, and that is trying to hide your brilliance. So please don't do that. We have the Judgment card coming in the future here. So in the very near future, it looks like there is going to be some sort of a big decision, something that's going to change your life, something that you thought would never happen. I don't know that it's a relationship or a job or whatever it is for you. Take it as it resonates. I want to say that after this evaluation is when you either send a message or receive a message from someone that you feel very nervous around, because either this person sees your brilliance and it makes you uncomfortable, or you see them as the brightest star in the room. It feels like this person makes you nervous. It feels like an energy of, I want to be seen, but it's hard to be seen. I'm going to say that if you are the one who has a stutter, when you're nervous, or if you are someone who just doesn't seem to get the words out when this energy is present, the Page of Wands and the Sun, giving someone a passionate message that's really bright and fiery, and now I'm just going to make the decision to be seen by you. I feel like you would have gone through that transformation first, and that might be in the week ahead as well, or maybe you've already gone through that. I feel like whatever this is, you're going to overcome it, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. And the Wheel of Fortune's looking over at the Two of Wands, which tells me that you are definitely going on some sort of an adventure. We have the Eight of Wands. Things are about to speed up here. I feel like there is about to be fast communication between you and someone else. Yeah, quick communication. It is someone who you felt an immediate connection with, an immediate charismatic or physical connection, chemistry. There was chemistry immediately. And so I feel like there was a quick chemistry with this person if you don't know who they are. And it's like you really didn't barely get out of their presence before you realized that you wanted to talk to them again. That's what it feels like. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, I just got to see that person again. It feels like you have been holding on to the hope that you would be able to get this beautiful commitment, finding someone who has the same passions that you do and shared vision and values. I think you're about to come upon that person. But I think this person, for some of you, is someone that you know. For others of you, it doesn't have to be, but either way, there's a big decision coming here. And it's going to come on the heels of, I really got to talk to you about this. We need to be honest about where it's going from here. Because I feel like you just got out of something you healed from. Maybe you moved on from something, the Six of Swords. Maybe it was chaotic and it was a romantic connection. So I feel like you're still in the future a little bit defensive about, are you really my Nine of Cups? Like, is it really you? Because I am unsure. Yeah. I think that they are. The Ten of Cups is here and the Two of Cups. So I think that this person is your person, but go slow at it if you need to. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? What's the challenge for the week ahead, please? Challenge for the week ahead for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. There's a sale until the 31st. Challenge for the week ahead is your feelings. Yeah, letting someone see your feelings, letting them see your brilliance. I feel as though you hide your brilliance, and because you feel as though maybe it doesn't fall in line with society's standards of social interaction, and that may be true. But my friend, this world needs flavor. This world does not need everyone to part their hair down the middle or wear the Armani suit. We don't need all that. We got a lot of that. What we need is this. We need someone who is going to be willing to be brave enough to be seen for who they are and their brilliance. Someone who's going to take accountability for who they are and reevaluate themselves so they know who they are. And then if a situation doesn't work out, you know it's not about you because you are paying attention to living in peace. I feel like it's going to start out the way you're going to know the situation. It's going to start out with someone. I think you get a moment or two with them, maybe with friends of friends, a dinner or something like that, or you're invited to a friend's place, and then you can't stop thinking about them because I think you're really attracted to them. You have real chemistry with them because you're getting some sort of communication here. Yeah, do you want to go on an adventure? The Two of Wands. I think that your initial reaction is going to be, no, I'm too busy. Two of Pentacles. But I really do feel like you should really think about that. Two of Swords is here. You're not seeing the situation for what it is. Maybe if you see this reading, you are seeing the situation for what it is. But I think you're going to sit on it here. You're not going to make an immediate decision. I think you should. Two of Cups is here. You know what? I think that you do meet this love. This is the person. You're probably going to meet somebody here. It feels like somebody's going to reach out to you with a message and ask you, hey, we're going on a passionate adventure. We're going camping. We're going hiking, or, something like that. And I feel like this is the way that you meet this person, and then you can't stop thinking about them. Things are about to look good for you here, Libra. The Wheel of Fortune is here, right? We've got fixed energy, as I said, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. And it's the energy of, we're moving forward. I'm going to take one more look back and then I'm moving forward. I think you're moving forward into commitment with possibly a Leo or someone who is willing to see you for who you really are in all of your brilliance. I just keep thinking that word brilliant. You are brilliant at whatever you do. But it feels like a creative thing. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a potter. Something creative. Maybe you're a hairstylist. Yeah. I feel like this is coming up as your challenge for the week ahead. because I think you really need to process your feelings. You know, these are the only cups that have come up here. Everything else is kind of about, you know, thinking about it. Am I too busy? Am I not? Do I want the adventure? I got to make a decision. Look at all these twos. Decisions about love. Now, the thing is all the decisions you make are going to impact what comes up in the future. And that's why I'm saying maybe you just need to be free with it. The challenge is this, showing someone your feelings. I think you will, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Yeah, you're going to meet your soulmate. I feel like if this person is going to feel like someone you've known before, and that's why it's an immediate connection here. They see your brilliance immediately. I feel as though with the Four of Pentacles that you've been holding on to hope that you would find someone like this for a commitment, and I think it does go into commitment. I'm just saying. Eight of Swords, you're going to think this over, I feel, and you've been feeling a little bit stuck and behind the fear wall, but I feel like you really do want to. This could be a Taurus. Maybe you really want to speak to the Taurus, and you know that they're going to be there. No more hesitation. I got to close this cycle of everybody being quiet to this one, passion and hope, and the Empress. Right. I'm going to leave it right there. Libra, thank you so much for all that great energy. I'm going to go for now. You're brilliant. Don't forget it. I'm going to go. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to read from the, we're going to get the overall energy for your reading from the Signs of the Times Oracle. See what sort of energy we get here, and then we're going to hit it with some Divine Goddess Oracle, and then we're gonna also hit it again with some tarot. See what we find here for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, tell me about Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Ooh, look at that. It's the only one that flipped out. Destiny. Looks like there is about to be something going down that has been planned for a long time by the universe. We have card number 18. And that breaks down to a 9. That is Hermit energy for me. It is also telling me that possibly that you already feel it, because the Hermit is very spiritual, and Virgo is that. And I feel like there is some sort of a destiny. Now, for some of you, you could have gotten a reading that told you what I'm about to tell you. For others of you, I feel like you are someone who believes in, you know, palmistry and teacup reading and runes and tarot and all of that stuff, that you believe that all of those things are tightly tied to your destiny. We've got medical staff, healing some sort of a destiny. It feels like maybe you had been off a path for a while, question mark. And it seems like you're back on the right path, it feels. It might be because you're spending time alone thinking. But I feel like right now you are right in the path of destiny, is what I want to say. Pay attention. So look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. So I was just saying, and I think it was Libra's reading, that you have to make sure that your face is up, okay? Stop doom scrolling. Stop being on your phone every 5 seconds of the day. I mean, you need to look up in order to be able to acknowledge the red flags. You have to look up and see them before they get too close. And I feel like you just need to pay attention to the signs and symbols that you're getting. It is time of destiny here. Look out for signs from the divine. Signs from the divine could be numbers, could be colors. We do have card number 9 here. Maybe you are a person who does tarot, watches tarot, and you start seeing the Hermit a lot, telling you that it's you know, the things that you learned while you were in Hermit mode are about to come true. Your destiny, I feel. We have fear, and it comes out on its side, so that is the challenge. I feel like there are some unexpected changes coming, and you're only going to expect the worst. That's what it feels like here. It says expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. So pay attention. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Yeah, I want to say you got to look on the bright side. Destiny is here. You are getting signs and symbols, and if you're getting a lot of them, and I'm not talking every hour on the clock. Everyone can train their brains to look every hour at the clock. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is weird places, card tags, the receipt you just got, the book you just bought, the numbers on the binding of the book. Like, it's in weird places. Maybe it is symbols. Maybe it is Oh, for some of you, I've got the circle, the red circle with the line through it. That's what I just saw in my head. For some of you, it's symbols that you're seeing everywhere. Some of you, it's numbers. We have overcoming obstacles. So I want to say that you are at the end of the line. I feel like that you have seen that light at the end of the tunnel, and you're just like, oh shit, here comes another train. But I want to say to you that this time that's not it. I feel like it really is the end of the tunnel. I feel like you're coming out of a dark time, or a time where it's been really hard for you. It says get back on your feet. Now, I don't know if it says gain strength from difficult situations. So I feel like you've just come through a really hard time, or a really dark time. A time where you really didn't know what to do, and it scared you. I'm just thinking about if I were to be in a tunnel. We don't have tunnels in my city. So I'm just thinking if I were to be in a tunnel and it was dark and all of a sudden a light showed up at the end, wouldn't it be a little terrifying? So I feel like you learn to be wary of the light at the end of the tunnel. But I want to say you are a cynic, and you can be cynical in the way that you think. But I want to tell you that you are always expecting the worst, and that's what you're manifesting. Stop expecting the worst. It's not always going to be a train. And I think that for somebody here, you've already changed your mind, and in the week ahead, you're going to realize that the abundance is coming in and overflow because you finally changed your mind. It's a negative thought pattern. It's feeling fear, feeling like I'm alone, all the things. Think about if you're standing in a tunnel in the dark by yourself, right? How would you feel, right? It feels like all of those things that you're overcoming. An inflow of money or rewards is coming. I like it. Passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. That really is the biggest thing in this life, that everybody is scared to look like a fool. They're scared to fall on their nose while other people are watching, and so they don't learn their lessons. Or they think that they can divert the universe by getting a tarot reading, and you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. What's going to happen is going to happen. Yeah. I think that is something that you're learning in the week ahead, that you just need to pay better attention. Stop distracting yourself with things, with work, with phones, with computers. You know, stop distracting yourself with food, with buying things, too many shoes, too many purses, too many Armani suits, right? Like, I feel like it's time for you to stop distracting yourself. All right, where are we going now? All right. Here we go. I feel like all I've done is lecture you. Dear, I hope you don't feel lectured. I'm sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. You know what it means, but don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. I mean, you can shoot me if you want. I've dodged bullets all my life, but nonetheless, I haven't got that kind of energy now. I'm old. Older. All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius in the week ahead, please. Thank you if you're a cross watcher. Okay. Here we go. The moon. Fear is the moon. Fear is what you don't know. That's what it is. Expecting the worst. Feeling like it's too dark. I can't see what's back there. I don't, you're trying to see what's under the surface, but it freaks you out just a little bit. You want a deep dive. You're supposed to pay attention to that energy. Pay attention to the things that are hiding. Those are the things that end up being fear, the things that you won't acknowledge or access, or you feel like it's too dark to go in there. Those are the things that are dictating what's going on in your life right now. And I think what's going on right now is you're supposed to pay attention to the way that you speak negatively to yourself. Expecting the worst, afraid of failure. So you're telling yourself you're a failure, telling yourself it's never going to work out for you, and just wasting your time on negative thoughts. Something that is going to be overcome in the week ahead as you get back on your feet. There we are, the Empress. Feeling more balanced, feeling more abundant, right? I feel it's like it's you have to pay attention to this stuff. And when I say pay attention, I mean that you either got to journal it out, see a psychologist, talk it out, whoever you go to that's a professional. It feels like that the divine is sending you signs that it's time to do the shadow work. And if you don't know what shadow work is, I do have a video on Ten of Cups Tarot here. If you just go to my main page and you look for the Lightworkers Chronicle, it's the one about Uncle Floyd. All right. Tell me more, please. Got the Five of Wands, we got Temperance, and the Two of Wands. You're about to go on an adventure. Yeah, you know what? I feel as though some beautiful things are coming up in the future, but it really all does depend on whether you're willing to dig down and look at the shadow work. It feels as though the shadow work is something that is required in order for you to truly be the Empress and be in balance and be healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually healthy. Temperance is here. So it feels like if you can't do this yourself, or you don't know what to do, maybe that's why you're hesitating. The Five of Wands is hesitation, or feeling like competition is here. It's almost like, I don't know if I can fight these demons in the dark, and maybe you can't do it by yourself, but maybe it is time to find someone who can help you do that. Because I think that beautiful things come. For some of you, I feel like once you learn this lesson that you become the Empress, and for others of you, once you learn this lesson, you meet the Empress. Because you can only call in what you are. You don't get what you manifest. You get what you are. So no matter what you're manifesting, you have to have it on your own vibration. There's no other way it can work. I feel like you're raising your vibration by overcoming this obstacle of fear and negative thoughts, and the things you're wasting your time on. It feels like either you work it out, you journal it out, or you get professional help to look into the moon energy. We got Pisces and Cancer energy here. We've got Taurus and Libra energy here. We've got Sagittarius as well. There is an adventure that is a love adventure. I feel like you've already made the decision that you're open to love. You've already made the decision that you're open to the abundance and the inflow of either money or love or rewards. But I really feel like destiny is here, and destiny requires a toll. Do you know what I mean? It's like you need to unlock the next level of your life by learning a lesson. And so because we get what we are, you must learn this lesson of paying attention and not speaking badly about yourself, therefore becoming the Empress and very much in balance and attracting all this goodness. Yeah. You don't see that you can be the Empress, or that you can attract the Empress. If you are the Empress, then feminine or masculine, then you are the person who is about to overcome these obstacles. It feels like you're really close, and that light at the end of the tunnel is very close. All it is an opening. You can step through there. There's nothing there except light. I feel like it's the sunshine in the distance. She's got, a glow about her. I feel like you're about to go on some sort of a passionate adventure that might lead you to love, or that you might really love this adventure. But it is abundance, whether it's money, love, or rewards. It could be any of those. All right. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And that just tells me that right now is not the time of destiny. So it feels like there must be a lesson learned here first before we move ahead. Just going to make sure that worked upside down. All right. Let's take a look here. It's clarified just a little bit for you, Aquarius. Thank you for this beautiful energy, by the way. Yeah, you're hesitating to really look down deep and and really admit some things. It feels like an omission of things. It feels like that there are things that you really need to admit to yourself and come to terms with before you can move forward. And these are thought patterns or ideals that you've been stuck on. No, I'm not changing my position on that. And these are the 100 reasons why. Well, throw out the 100 reasons why, let it be as it is, accept it in the moment, and move on. You're stuck here because of that. It feels like it's a lesson. For those of you who are stuck, it feels like it's a lesson that's about to be learned in the week ahead. We have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like it feels like a weight is off your shoulders, and that all of a sudden you move into this gratitude. You feel abundant. You feel like you could do anything. It really does feel like it's a lifting of a heavy energy, and I think that you just can't see how really truly abundant it's going to be to deal with that deep-seated stuff that you can't seem to access. And maybe you can't access those feelings because you're really not familiar with them, or you don't understand that they're there. But they still are holding you back from some things that you really want to do. It's holding you back from being the Empress or meeting the Empress. It might be a fear of something, or that you carry around this feeling of, woe is me. It always happens to me. Woe is me. Well, guess what? It's happening to everybody. It's not just happening to you. I mean, it's important that you acknowledge that it's happening to you, but you don't have it any worse than anybody else. Everybody's going through their own version of what you're going through. It feels like you need to stop labeling yourself as this wounded warrior. It's time to put down these wands here. And I think you're really afraid of whatever it is that's really deep-seated here. But I honestly feel like it is something that will make you feel incredibly abundant if you can just get over this 5 of Wands, this hesitation or indecision about getting the right help for whatever it is that's holding you back from everything that you want. Look at that. Come on now. Yeah. It's your decision. You have to see the situation for what it is. And if you cannot, then this still is available to you, understand? But it's just on the other side of what you're scared of. Fear is a liar, and it's everything you want is on the other side of fear. And if you can't move through it, then you can't have it. You have to be brave. The universe favors the brave. So we have the Ace of Cups. Look, it's all beautiful. There's some sort of an invitation that you get to go on some sort of an adventure. Abundance is overflowing. You're getting back on your feet again, gaining strength from this bad situation or this dark time you were going through. There's nothing bad here. It's just a realization of, you know what, you got to go through the work too. Everybody does. Yeah, it's time to really look down in the moon energy and find out what you're scared of there. You might be scared of abundance. You might be scared of, this person here, the Empress, now has, how can I say, people expect more of this person. Maybe you don't want people to expect things of you. I don't know what your idealism is for it, but think about that. Think about there's reasons why you think you're never wrong, or reasons why you think you will never see it from someone else's point of view. Maybe it's time to be a little more flexible in that. You can yell at me in the comments if you want, but you can't always be right, Aquarius. I know it's fixed signs, and I say that with love because I am a fixed sign as a Taurus. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get a chance for something to go back towards something that ended. The challenge is, can we revive it because it's over? So for some of you, this is possibly you are the Empress, or this is your Empress. And I feel like you want to know, you're scared to deal with this stuff, but I think that dealing with this stuff, whatever it is that's deep-seated here, is what's going to shake you free. It's right here. It's going to bring everything to an end. And then after overcoming the obstacles, here comes the abundance. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with feminine or masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody who has feelings for you. The World card is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and we have Virgo and Pisces energy here as well. So it feels like there is some beautiful things that are coming for you in the future, but you have to be strong enough to see the things for what they are first, before you can have any of that loveliness. Because you know what? Maybe when we were in school, they may have passed us through the next grade, even if we didn't have a great understanding, but the universe isn't like that. The universe says you need to know what the heck is going on here for, because this is going to crop up later. And I'm not giving you a soulmate, someone who's going to love you unconditionally, if you can't love yourself unconditionally. So I don't know if that's what you need to work on, but maybe it's something different. All right. Aquarius, I always end up talking to you as though I'm like your father or your mother. Like, it feels like I'm the authority speaking with you. That's what it feels like. I don't mean to lecture you. Maybe it's just because I'm a mom. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.